How we going, y'all? To address the elephant in the room, these are new pants. Yeah, I got them at Primark. I like them. But no, I tried to clear this whale tail feature at this place called Rogate.
Josh is going for it.
Clearing the whole whale tail.
Wow, no. He's trying to clear it.
What are people saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying he clears it to about
We're about to
halfway.
find out, boys.
You can cook him.
Oh! Bro, that was a good effort, homie. I'm gonna sit down. Paying out of 10, homie. We're at a 7, bro. That one, bro. Get this shit out of my face, bro.
I tried to clear this whale tail feature and I didn't. So anyway, what is East Coast Jank? Now, I personally define it as the opposite of flow, and it's commonly found, of course, on the East Coast of the United States. So Jack has been able to experience big old jumps and snowshoes so far in this trip. But what he hasn't been able to experience is that East Coast jank. It's pretty rare for things to get janky over here in West England. So going off that fact, I knew I had to give Jack a proper introduction to East Coast jank. Happen to know the perfect place for showing him what that is.
I like it, it's like washed out.
I also had to show him just how lucky he is to have pretty much every trail covered in just a blanket of loam.
Yeah.
And thankfully enough, I also knew the perfect place to show him what the opposite of loam is. Now this is part 3 of 4. We're on the home stretch here of the Road to Whistler series, where my friend from school in England, Jack, traveled all the way over to the East Coast with me, and we rode all over and ended up in the promised land, Whistler, BC.
Yeah.
Roll that intro. So what was the perfect place to introduce him to East Coast Jank? You guessed it, or you probably saw the thumbnail or read the title. So it's the shed, Fredrick Watershed to be exact, in Maryland. And what would be the place to show him how bad dirt can be? Well, you didn't even need to read the title for that one. We all know it's Bryce. So after Horns Hill, and definitely after Snowshoe, our bodies were pretty beat up. So what better way to prepare for Whistler than hitting the chatteriest chatter to ever chatter, as well as the biggest jumps in the tri-state area. First up was the Watershed. I was pretty excited to show Jack this place. Like I said, where we're living right now, there isn't a whole lot of persistent rock. And the shed, if anything, is persistent rock. I was pretty stoked to have him wetting his pants and backing out of pretty much every line.
Yeah. Oh. You good?
But he did all of them.
Holy shit, bro. Shit, bro. Rowdy.
That was nuts.
That's a sick one, bro.
That's the first time you hit that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Never seen anyone cook down it like that.
And he did them pretty handily as well. I guess that makes sense though. If you can ride steep stuff in the wet and over slippy roots, I guess you should be able to do it in the dry as well. Albeit it's a bit bumpier on the East Coast, but I'd still rather hit a steep rock roll than a steep, rooty, wet chute.
Oh my god.
Overall, I think the ride of the shed that day was a pretty awesome trip for the entire crew. I think we all improved our riding a bit that day.
Yeah!
Yo!
Único de hierba con discapacidad de visión y de...
Yo, Josh, you little dickhead! You just put a boulder on the trail! Josh, but he beams this shit.
Next on the Road to Whistler to-do list was Bryce. And yes, we all know the dirt sucks. But Bryce has a special place in my heart. Bryce is where I hit my first drop, took my first lift, rode my first black trail. I got my first concussion at Bryce, and I hit my first squirrel at Bryce, which is sadly not on video. It was chaotic. I guess you can say I really like Bryce. Well, first of all, let's show Jack the hooch drop to give him a little scare.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and you'll fall right through the floor. There are things in this world that are real, and you laugh, but you're taught to ignore.
Yes. Easy, bro. Super chill. So chill.
But he sent it no run-up, so there goes that idea. At first, I could not believe it. Not that Jack isn't a great rider, he's fantastic. It was just a huge mental challenge for me to send this thing for the first time.
What the?
And he did it no problem. But it kind of taught me something. You see, to us locals, the hooch drop is the hooch drop. Everyone knows it's big and scary, but not Jack. To Jack, hooch is just another trail. When I first came to England, I rode at Jack's stomping grounds, the Forest of Dean. And at the Forest of Dean, their hooch is called GBU, or the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's a sick trail. There's a pretty infamous drop known as the Dave Genvey drop. I'm not really sure why it's called that, but I'm sure it makes sense.
Lean back. Come on. Oh. Are you alright, Dave? Put your thumb up. Put your thumb up if you're okay.
Nah, he's fucked himself. Dude, turn the camera.
He had never hit that drop, but to me it was just another drop, so I sent it. I hadn't seen all the videos of people crashing on it, so to me it was just another drop. So if you ever get into a battle with a certain feature at your local, maybe it's a jump, go ride somewhere else if you can, and you'll come back to it and realize you've probably hit bigger stuff and it won't be that bad anymore. Anyways, since Road to Whistler began, I really felt like I was progressing, and this was the first time I ever sent all of hooch, and it felt incredible.
Better call Saul.
I didn't hit all the big lips, but it still felt like such an achievement, and I'm so stoked on it still to this day. It was great to get some practice in on big jumps before we headed to the land of big jumps. The whole trip, our mindset was go big or go home, and it was working out pretty well. But that was a little too big.
Holy fuck, bro. You went to the moon, my guy.
Flat, bro.
Bro, I saw you go up, and I saw you go back down, bro. And it was nowhere near the landing. Oh, fuck.
I was like, ooh, going pretty fast.
Things were looking good for Whistler, and our flight was in 2 days. So we had a lot to do and a lot to get ready for. But tune into the next episode of The Road to Whistler, where we finally go to Whistler. Until then, I've had a great time making this. I really appreciate all your lovely comments and how much you've been supporting this series. And I'll see you later, hopefully on a bike. Roll that outro. We don't have an outro. I'm just gonna show myself out. I'll see you guys later.